Very good morning, dear students. So today, before we start the actual class, let us first take a pledge during this pandemic era of the corona COVID-19. So first we take the pledge to prevent the COVID-19 and to obey the some preventive measures. So students, today we will take this pledge. I commit to be vigilant and bear in mind at all times the risk of myself and my colleagues and students from COVID-19. I promise to take all necessary precautions that prevent the spread of this deadly virus. I promise to follow and encourage others to follow the key COVID appropriate behaviors. To always wear a mask, face cover, especially when in public. To maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet from others, to wash my hands frequently and thoroughly with soap and water. Together we will win this fight against COVID-19. Students, today we start with chapter number 15, congruent triangles. And after doing this chapter, you will be able to identify congruent figures, congruence of triangles through superposition, and different criteria for congruences like SSS, SAS, ASA, RHS conditions. And you are able to solve the problems which based on congruent triangles. So first of all, we will study what are congruent figures. What is the meaning of congruent figures? So the two figures are said to be congruent if they have the same shape and size. It means the two figures, if they have same shape and same size, then they are said to be congruent figures. And to determine if two plane figures are congruent, we place them one on top of the other. If they cover each other exactly, then they are said to be congruent. For example, if we have two coins. Now these are two coins, they are circular in shape. The shape of these coins are circular. If we put one over the other, then you can see these two cover each other exactly. You can see here, these two coins cover each other exactly in this way. So these two figures or these two coins are congruent. So it is the meaning of congruent figure. So you can see these two coins cover each other exactly. So these are congruent figure. And by this method, if we cover one figure with another by putting on the top, this method of comparing two figures is called method of superposition. So superposition means when we cover one figure with another figure and it cover other exactly, it is called congruent. Okay, students, now we take the case of congruence of some plane figure. First of all, line segments. Two line segments. Here you can see two line segments AB and PQ. Then two line segments AB and PQ, they are congruent if their length is same. Suppose if we put PQ and cover on AB, then it cover AB exactly. So it means two line segments having same length are congruent. Similarly, two angles of same measure. Here we are having two angles. If we put one angle and place on the other angle, then these two angles cover each other exactly. So it means these two angles are congruent. So two angles are congruent if they have the same measure. Similarly, for other plane figures like squares, two squares are congruent if the length of their sides is same. Two rectangles are congruent if they have same length and same breadth. Similarly, two circles are congruent if they have same radius. So here we can see the various shapes which are congruent. Here, first is the case of square. If each side is same, then it is congruent set. Similarly, two rectangles having same length and breadth, they are also congruent. Two circles having same radius, they are also congruent. So there are some figures which don't have same size, same shape, or similar shapes but different size, different shapes but different size, then these figures are not congruent figures. Students, now we will study congruence of triangles through superposition. We just discussed what is superposition. Superposition means to place one object on another object. Suppose we have two triangles. One is triangle ABC and another is triangle PQR. If we put triangle PQR on triangle ABC, here we can consider the cutout of the triangles. Suppose we are having two triangles. You can see the triangles over here. Now, here we are having two triangles. Triangle ABC and triangle PQ and R. Now, I am having one cutout of triangle PQR. You can see this is triangle PQR. If we place it here, it is triangle PQR. Now, if we place this triangle on triangle ABC, then you can see that triangle PQR cover exactly triangle ABC. It means what we are having? We are having angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, and angle C is equal to angle R. And the sides AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, and AC is equal to PR. So all the 6 elements of triangle ABC are equal to all the elements of triangle PQR. Elements means sides and angles. 3 angles, angle A, angle B, angle C is equal to angle P, angle Q, angle R respectively. And sides AB, BC and CA are equal to sides PQ, QR and RP respectively. So we can say triangles ABC and triangle PQR are congruent. And this is the symbol for congruent figure. So symbolically we can write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. And the converse is also true. That means if two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts are equal. Corresponding parts means the parts which superimpose exactly the other. Now here corresponding parts for this pair of triangles AB and PQ, BC and QR, CA and RP, and angle A, angle P, angle P, angle Q, angle C, angle R. Because these angles and these sides are placed on each other and they cover each other exactly. So the corresponding parts of congruent triangles means the sides and angle which cover each other when superimposed on the other figure. Students, however, to show congruence of two triangles, it is not necessary to show that all the 6 corresponding elements are equal. It means we are not required to prove that all the elements are equal. We have some conditions which are sufficient to prove and to get the congruences criteria. And these are 3 sides. This is called SSS congruence condition. In this condition, we can show 2 triangles are congruent if 3 sides of one triangle are respectively equal to 3 sides of the other triangles. And in this case, we are not required to prove other angles are equal, because when the sides are equal, then automatically the angles are also equal. Then the second condition is SAS congruence condition. SAS, in this 2 sides and included angle. 2 sides and included angle. So 2 triangles are congruent if 2 sides and the included angle of one triangle are respectively equal to the 2 sides and included angle of the other triangles. So here we can see that if in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, AB is equal to PQ, both are 6 cm, angle B is equal to angle Q, both are 50 degree, and side BC is equal to side QR, equal, both are 5 cm. So we can see that side AB and BC are respectively equal to the sides PQ and QR of triangle PQR, and included angle B and Q, they are also equal. So we can see that the two triangles are congruent. The third condition is ASA congruence. A means angle, S means side, A means angle. So this condition says that two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to corresponding two angles and the included side of other triangles. So here we can see, if in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, AB equal to PQ, both are 5 centimeter, angle A is equal to angle P, 40 degree, angle B is equal to angle Q, both are 60 degree. So we can say that angle A and B include side AB, and here angle P and angle Q include side PQ. And in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, angle A equal to angle P, side AB is equal to PQ, and angle B is equal to angle Q. So by angle side angle congruence, these two triangles are congruent. And the fourth condition is RHS congruence condition. R means right angle, H means hypotenuse, and S means side. So this condition is applicable to right angle triangles, and it says that two right triangles are congruent to each other if the hypotenuse and one side of one triangle are respectively equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle. So here we have two triangles ABC and triangle PQR. Angle A and angle P both are right angle. Hypotenuse in triangle ABC, it is of length 5 centimeter. In triangle PQR, it is of length 5 centimeter. So it means hypotenuse of both triangles are equal, and one side of triangle ABC, AB, and one side of triangle PQR, PQ, both are 4 centimeter. So we can say R, H and S, right angle, hypotenuse and side of triangle ABC are equal to corresponding elements of triangle PQR. So it means by RHS congruence we can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. So these are the congruences condition in order to prove the two triangles are congruent. Thank you very much student for watching this EV.